Hi guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I will be showing you the orchids that I recently purchased. It's 3 orchids. This is the first one. It's a Dendrobium aggregatum. I bought it as a bareroot orchid, but to my surprise the seller put it in a coconut husk with a cord attached, so I just hang it on my tree. Dendrobium aggregatum. So I will put a link of the bloom in the corner. I also purchased this Cymbidium orchid. I will put the name of it below as well as the photo in the corner. It's a yellow Cymbidium. So beautiful, and it came potted up. It was a bareroot orchid, but he potted it up for me, so I'm very grateful for that. So that's the second orchid that I purchased, and the other one is a Cattleya Caribbean, which I will be potting up and showing you guys how I do that. That one came as a bareroot. So guys, remember to like, subscribe and share this video. Thanks for watching. So this is also one of the orchids that I purchased, bareroot orchid. It is a Cattleya Caribbean. So I'm going to need to repot her as her roots are, some of them are not good, so I'm going to remove some of the roots and put her in a hanging basket. So this is a Cattleya Caribbean. It is also in bloom, as there is a sheet right here and there is something in it. So hopefully when I pot her up, the sheet with the bloom will mature and you guys will see how that looks. So I am going to put a picture of the bloom in the corner, and it is a huge bareroot orchid. I wasn't expecting such a huge orchid, so come with me as I pot up my Cattleya Caribbean. So this is the coconut husk that I'm going to be using to pot up this Cattleya. So I'll be taking the insides of the husk to line the basket, so that way it will keep moisture in the basket and it won't dry out too easily, because you know it needs a little moisture for the roots, but it won't sag the roots either because it is easy to drain. So I'll be using the coconut husk. So if you have coconut trees at home or anything like that, then you can let the coconut husk dry, and then you can just remove the inner parts and use it as a medium for your orchids. They seem to love it, and they seem to root really well in the coconut husk. So I know that she will be happy in her new home. So you just tear up the coconut husk, and then this is the hanging basket that I will be using, that I purchased at the orchid show. So if you watched my video where I went to the Ocho Rios orchid show, then you will see that I had purchased 2 of these hanging baskets to use with my orchids, and I will link that video in the description below so you can have a look at that video as well. So I'm going to be lining the basket with the coconut husk. So the next step is now to remove the dead roots from the orchid, give it a better chance to push new growth, and also to just have a healthier plant, because these roots are not serving the orchid any good. So you're going to be looking for roots which are stringy or really dark brown, and when you feel them, it won't feel thick, it will just feel like a string, so you know that it's not bringing the plant any substance at all. So you're going to look for those roots just like that, and it's stringy, so you know that's not feeding the plant any at all. So you're going to then remove those roots from the orchid, and you continue to do that until you're satisfied that most of the dead roots are removed. And then you should ensure that before removing the roots, you sterilize whatever you're going to use with either alcohol or some sanitizer, something with an alcohol base, to kill any germs that may be on the knife or scissors that you're going to use. So we are removing all of the dead roots so that our Caribbean Cattleya can thrive. See, serves no good to the plant, so it makes no sense we keep it. So there it is. And then afterwards, now I'm going to use garlic water to rinse the roots. So I had the garlic soaked in water for like an hour or two. Don't need to soak it for a very long time. And then I will just use that to rinse the roots when I'm finished. So we're going to continue to do that and remove all of the dead roots. So guys, there it is. I have removed most of the dead roots from the orchid, and there it is on the ground. So we have removed all of the roots, the dead ones which are not serving the orchid. And then the next step is now to rinse it with the garlic water. So you're going to throw the garlic water on it and rinse the roots nicely. And then the garlic water also helps to prevent any diseases and or insects to infest the roots. I know a lot of people use cinnamon powder. I don't really use cinnamon powder. I have always used garlic water, and it has never did anything bad to my plants. So I am now going to place it into the hanging basket. So you want to center it in the basket and then use something to hold it down because it's kind of heavy. So I am going to be using a tie strap just to hold it down into the basket. And there it is, nicely placed in the basket, guys. And I do believe that this orchid is going to do very, very good, and I can't wait to see. So now I'm going to use the tie strap to affix the orchid into the hanging basket, so that way I know it won't topple over and it'll just stay in the basket firm no matter how much breeze might blow it. So there it is. You get your tie strap, use it, and just connect it up, and it will hold it firmly in the basket. So there it is, guys, tightly affixed in the basket so it won't be moving, and you'll have a firm orchid. So we're going to go ahead now and add more charcoal, add some charcoal as well as more coconut husk to this basket. So there it is. So when you're using the tie strap, ensure that you do not tie it too tightly to damage the roots or any of the bulbs of the plants. So there it is. So but it is still very firm in the pot. So I'm going to be using fresh charcoal, and then that's the old charcoal and the roots that are not good at that side. So I'm using the fresh charcoal because you don't know if the old charcoal has any disease, insects or pests in it, and you know that can't be used because it's going to damage the plant. So you're going to go ahead and place your charcoals in the pot. Now this type of medium also keeps the plants very cool, and you know I love to use charcoal and coconut husk. I just think it works well with the orchids, so it's just my go-to mix for all my orchids, well, for most of my orchids. depending on how much moisture an orchid may need. So you place the coconut husk all around the basket, and then we're going to add more charcoal when we're done. Just looking at it, guys, you know it's going to do very well in this new medium. So we have shredded some light pieces to go on the top, not much, just a little bit to keep the plants cool and to retain moisture. We're going to put a little on top of the orchid, and the charcoal is more like a dressing to let it look pleasant as well. There it is, guys. It's beautiful, nicely potted up, and then we're going to hang her in the spot that we have created for her. So you're going to be watering it in, guys. You know the trash is very dry, so I am watering it in, and then I will hang it. Oh, I'm watering it with the garlic water. Yep, that's what I'm using. And there she is. So I'm just showing you guys how we padded the basket. So there it is, guys, fully watered in, and that's how the padded section of the basket looks when we have padded her up. And there it is.